If you're thinking about joining eXp Realty, watch this video before you make your decision. This is not meant to be a sales pitch. There's no slideshow. There's no rah, rah, rah. I'm just going to give you my straight, unbiased, unfiltered opinion so that you can make an educated decision on whether eXp is right for you. So my name is Jason Weinberger. I've been in real estate for about 20 years now. I'm from Toronto, Canada. I started my career with Royal LePage, 3 years with Royal LePage. Then I moved to Keller Williams. Keller Williams was great. I really enjoyed my time there. I was on the training faculty and I really built up my business. And it was a tough decision for me to jump ship to move to eXp. I was actually very reluctant at first because I'm a very analytical person. So I'm very technical. I built my business mostly through digital marketing. So Facebook ads, Google ads. I was one of the first agents in my market to get serious about Facebook ads back in 2015. Thousands of leads generated, dozens of deals from online marketing. So I'm very comfortable behind the scenes. I'm an introvert and I'm analytical. So I analyzed the hell out of this thing. At the time, a couple of people that I really respected had made the move to eXp. It was kind of getting going within Canada, but not that many people had joined. So I was a little apprehensive. I looked at it upside down and inside out. It took me a year to finally take the leap of faith. Now, the reason I decided to move is because I'm a big technology guy. I knew that Glenn Sanford, the founder, had come from the online lead generation space, just like I was in. So that really resonated with me. And it's a cloud-based brokerage. There's no brick and mortar. I wasn't going to the office much, so that wasn't something I was really going to miss. But more importantly, at the time, the cloud-based model was disrupting every industry. Uber was really blowing up, Amazon, Airbnb. So people were calling eXp the Amazon of real estate. I understood that immediately. So I knew instinctively that this model was the future. So I just wanted to be on a ship that was going in the right direction. Even though my career was at its peak, at the time I was doing about 8 to 10 million in sales volume a year, single agent, never had a team. I was successful. I was an award winner, all of that, but I wanted to future-proof my business. It's as simple as that. So I made the leap of faith in September 2020, right before the pandemic. Great timing. But what's interesting is that my business didn't slow down like many of my colleagues in other brokerages. During the pandemic, I actually had my best year yet because I really threw myself in headfirst with the training, with the culture, with the collaboration. I was fortunate enough to join a really good group. The group that you join makes a huge difference. The brokerage is great, but the immediate group that you associate with can really make or break the trajectory of your career because you need to be aligned. The group that I joined called Agents Unleashed, I knew the head of that group, John Tublaris, because we had worked together originally with Royal LePage. And I knew that he was big on mindset. I've been a big proponent of mindset. I've read dozens of books on mindset. So I always, felt that that was at the core. I believe 80% of success is determined by mindset, and the other 20% is the tactics and the how-to and the tech and the tools and all that. So John was big on mindset, and he would actually have calls every Monday, not just on sales and objection handling and how to sharpen your listing presentation and all of that, but he talked a lot about mindset, about limiting beliefs. And that really resonated with me, especially during the pandemic, because we all needed that more than ever. We were all kind of on our own island, isolated on Zoom. So that was massive for me. And I just felt this new momentum that I was lacking with Keller Williams. I felt like the wheels were falling off the bus at my office. People were disconnected. There was no real culture, at least the way that there was a few years prior. Now, one thing that I was also very impressed with was the onboarding experience. I was concerned that because eXp is cloud-based, there wasn't going to be like this sort of hand-holding, which is important to me, right? I wanted to make sure that I had a smooth transition. I had listings at the time. I wanted to make sure that they were smoothly migrated over and that my business didn't miss a beat. Well, that exceeded my expectations. It was like red carpet, concierge service. It all happened very seamlessly. That's something that holds a lot of agents back. And that was a concern that I had, was the migration process. Are there going to be any disruptions like branding? Are my clients going to ask questions? Is anything going to slip through the cracks? And nothing slipped through the cracks. It was really smooth. It was really professional. One thing that was not great was as soon as I joined, I was bombarded. Okay, I'll just be completely honest. I was bombarded with join this training, join that training, join this group, join that group, this tool, that tool. It was like, whoa. It was like I was drinking out of a fire hose. But after about a week, once the dust settled, I started to really understand, okay, what's noise and what do I actually need to focus on? I kind of cut all of the stuff that wasn't going to help me. And at the time we were using Facebook Workplace. We've since moved over to Slack, but that was really huge too, because that's basically our online community where you can plug into your local groups. I got to meet the management. And what was really cool was I think there was like 4 local managers, not just one. With my other office, if I had a question, if there was a time sensitive deal, there was an irrevocable offer that was about to expire and my manager was busy, then I'd be screwed. But with eXp, there was 4 managers. So if somebody was busy, there was 3 more. So that was amazing. That really impressed me, and very communicative, very fast to respond, very professional. So what I thought was going to be a disadvantage was actually better than I had experienced, even though there was no offices, right? It was all cloud-based. So that was very impressive. The other thing that really opened my eyes was I got back from eXp Con in Miami a couple of months ago. Now, because I'm an introvert and I'm a tech guy, I'm comfortable behind the scenes. And I never went to events. All these years with Keller Williams, my colleagues are like, oh, you're crazy. You've never been to Mega Camp. You've never been to Family Reunion. I'm like, yeah, I know. I finally bit the bullet, booked a flight to Miami. I brought my wife, and it was the most amazing business experience, event, conference I've ever been to by far. The quality of the event, the caliber of the people. I mean, I was connecting with team leaders doing over 100 million a year, the nicest people you'll ever meet, completely down to earth, generous, humble, kind. And just, it was amazing. I think we're in 29 countries right now. At the time of this recording, I've lost track, but we're sweeping the globe. So to have agents from all over the world, from Europe, from South America, from all over Canada, the US, from Asia, all connecting and collaborating under one roof for 3 days was phenomenal. The training was amazing, and it just fired me up. I just made a commitment. Now I turned to my wife when I got back and I'm like, I'm going every single year. I can't believe I haven't gone all these years I've been with eXp. But I mean, better late than never. It was very eye-opening. Now, revenue share is something that I never took seriously. I'll be honest. In the first 5 years, I was just selling. I've been out of production for about 3 years now. I'm focused exclusively on coaching. But at the time when I joined, I was just selling. I didn't really think much about revenue share. I did bring on a few agents just kind of by happenstance because I knew them. I had a lot of relationships in my market, and a bunch of agents kind of saw when I made the move and they were reaching out. So it just happened organically. But what's interesting is over the last 5 years, that revenue share has just organically grown. And now it's got to the point where it really caught my attention. So that was kind of cool. Now I'm taking it more seriously because I'm seeing that real money starting to come in. And about 85% of agents will never participate in revenue share, and that's fine. It's optional, right? It's there if you want it. If you don't want to participate, you don't have to. It can be life-changing. There are agents that have retired from it. There are agents that have willed it to their children, to their spouse. It's a long-term asset that just continues to grow. One thing I really appreciate about eXp is they truly make you a part owner. With other brokerages, the typical franchise model, you just feel like you're renting the brokerage. You have to pay franchise fees and royalty fees. Because eXp isn't a franchise, because they don't have brick and mortar, they pass the savings on to the agent truly. So they actually pay back 50% of the company dollar in the form of revenue share. Plus, they award you with stocks. I'm not going to get into all of that. You've probably seen the breakdowns of how that all works. But bottom line is, you are truly an owner. And that's something that went a long way with me, because we do all the heavy lifting, right? We're out there grinding and hustling. I mean, real estate is not an easy business. It's tough, especially in today's market. So when you feel like you're actually a part of something, you're a part owner, it gives you a sense of belonging, and you just appreciate it because you can really grow. You can literally change your financial future, the lives of the people you love, your family. You can give back to your community. So it really changes what it means to be a real estate agent. So that's been my experience. Now, if you're interested to learn more about eXp and specifically working with my group at Future Proof Agent, I offer AI coaching and training, as well as Facebook ads, Google ads, and modern marketing. I've coached hundreds of agents. Feel free to scroll down beneath this video to book a clarity call where we can talk about your goals, what's important to you, and see if this is aligned. And if it is, great. And if not, I'll be able to at least point you in the right direction, help answer some questions, give you a little bit more clarity. Either way, thanks for watching this video. I hope you got some value out of it. Comment below, let me know your thoughts, and I hope you have an amazing journey on your real estate career regardless.